I would say that once you've been on this program for a really long time, you don't even need a scale. You know that if you've been indulging too much in things that aren't the best for you, you just start to feel differently. And for me, it's those, I won't swear, peanut butter crackers.
Hello and welcome. It has been a minute since we've done a Healthy Parents Update, and by demand, they are back. So we're going to do a traditional Healthy Parents Update. If you're new here, I've had a lot of new subscribers, so they might not know who you are yet. So I will link the whole playlist below so that you can get to know them and their story and their journey on a plant-based diet and really reclaiming their health through a plant-based diet. So we do these updates to talk about what's been going on with them, sharing their wins and what they've learned and what they've been eating and all that good stuff. So we're gonna do that today. If you're new here, hey, I'm Healthy Emmie. I'm a nutritionist, a weight loss specialist, and the creator of the Slim on Starch program. You can learn all about that program in the down bar. This is what is going to come if you graduate from the Slim on Starch program. So, all right, let's do it. So the first thing that we usually do is start out with what the flavor of the month has been, but we haven't checked in yet in 2024. So we're doing really your
busy.
Yeah, they've been very busy. So who wants to start out with what their favorite food from the Healthy Mommy and a Healthy Dad cookbook has been?
I'll start with the first thing that comes to mind is kung pao tofu. Kung pao tofu, is that what we're calling it these days?
Boy,
One day I said to Healthy Dad, boy, I could go for some kung pao. You can see the light bulb appear over his head, and he invented a great dupe recipe for kung pao tofu, which has been a real hit with us and with family and friends.
I was thinking that an upcoming cookbook, because Healthy Dad has a lot of new recipes that he's been making, of doing a Healthy Parents cookbook with your updated ones. Mm-hmm. So Dad, that will go in there.
Yeah. Oh,
Be on the cover.
It'll lead off.
Just hold that up toward your mouth.
I think, is that good? What has struck me, and we had our next door neighbor come over the other night, in the Healthy Dad cookbook, it talks about having pasta and salad and onions and peanuts, and that's what it was, and it's hitting the spot. It really, and I'm going to have it in a few minutes, as you can see. But yeah, it's this strange concoction of things that when you mix them all together, they're terrific. So, all right, so today's lunch, we're going to have some lettuce. We're going to start out with some lettuce. I found the key with lettuce. I learned this kind of from Mom. Slice it up thin. It's just easier to eat. So we're going to start with some lettuce. As you can see, nothing goes to waste here. We got red onion.
Those fries smell good.
So we got some of that. Oh! Fermented red cabbage and fermented onions. Oh, these things are so good for you. And Mom likes the smell. Oh, that is bad. You ever smelled these things?
Yes.
Locker room, gym socks. Oh, these are the best. Then we're gonna have little unsalted peanuts, dry roasted, some raisins, and some banana pepper rings. Now, the label fell off, and they're either mild or hot, and I think these are the hot. And then the Healthy Dad dressing. And then top it off with air-fried sweet potato fries, and we had yellow potatoes, and some baked beans. And there you go. That's a dog's dinner.
Wow.
That is a dog. Yeah, it's one of those dog's dinners, as Lisa likes to call it, that there's just all these different things. No two bites are the same. I've probably said that one before, but yeah, it's been those salads with the Healthy Dad dressing that has really turned the trick.
Has it been like hearing the right song at the right time?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so now we do the primary food of the month. And primary foods are not what you eat. They're your hobbies, relationships, things that you do to nourish the soul. So the foods outside of the plate. So Mom, what has been your primary food as of late?
My primary food as of late, I never play favorites with any of my children. I hope you know that.
But I'm the favorite.
but
Who's your favorite child and why is it me?
Exactly. Our oldest son and his wife bought a house that's needed quite a bit of yard work, and I have found how much I really, really enjoy going out there to help them with gardening and cleanup, and we've really enjoyed helping them with home repairs. So that's been my primary food since the beginning of the year.
Well, the primary food, the fact that, and I feel bad for you people that sleep in, because the sun is up at 4:30 in the morning, and there is nothing better than the birds singing and being up and at 'em. Now, Emmy's waited for me because this morning I have ridden my bike, I have played golf, I've gone to the bank, I brought the cans to the Boy Scout bottle drive, and I've gone to the Y to work out. And what is it? It's 20 after 12. So, get things done. Take advantage of these long days. It's absolutely beautiful out. Why are we sitting inside?
Yeah, and the days are going to get shorter here soon.
Don't say that.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yep.
All right, so the next thing that we do is we share what we're proud of, our wins from usually the past month, but you could do it from any time this year, anytime since we saw you last. So what wins do you want to share as it pertains to your health and wellness, Mom?
I would say that once you've been on this program for a really long time, you don't even need a scale. You know that if you've been indulging too much in things that aren't the best for you, you just start to feel differently. And for me, it's those, I won't swear, peanut butter crackers. And I know it. And it takes me a little while to peel myself away again. So recently, now that it's warm out, I'm sort of enjoying smoothies in that late afternoon period that makes it difficult for me not to go hog wild on eating things that I shouldn't. So my win would be fresh fruit and banana smoothies.
Something that I say is replace, don't restrict, and to use your cravings to your advantage and ask yourself, what is a craving? Your body is trying to tell you that it needs something. Does it need nourishment at that time? Does it genuinely need food? And if it does, that's valid, and have something. Replace what you would normally have as opposed to saying, I can't have anything, I can't have anything, I can't have anything, because then that leads to overeating later on. So you're using this knowledge of your body and your body's hunger cues to your advantage to give yourself what you genuinely need at that time, which is some fuel. And this is what one of my clients, Bobby, named this her witching hour at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
She says that's when it all near. And so to recognize that and to say, okay, I know that I need nourishment during that time, and it's going to keep my blood sugar steady and prevent a movie that I've seen before and I know how it ends, which is overeating later on and choosing things that really are not aligned with your health goals. So this reminds me of when I was younger, you used to do smoothies. What goes into these smoothies?
Right now, just bananas and some mixed frozen fruits and just a splash of orange juice water. That's it, really.
Yeah, and for my weight loss friends, I usually say hold off on the smoothies for a lot of reasons, but when you're in weight maintenance, it's perfectly fine to have something like that. Dad, wins.
Well, I've had to make a pivot or an adjustment because for the past few months I've been battling an ear infection. So kind of like Beethoven going deaf, and he wrote his best symphonies when he was deaf. I've had to spend time out of the water instead of being able to swim. I haven't been able for a while. I've gotten back to it, but then with all the work that we've done on the house, just trying to navigate pool schedules and ear infections and all that. But the point is that, the other things that I do I really had to make sure that I do them, that I don't slack off, or I don't find a reason to not do these things. It's, the greatest work saver there is tomorrow, and I've probably said that one before, but I really, I made a point, and I said even before, I said I had a good workout today. I could tell it was good. It was getting me where I needed to go. So I'm hoping going forward I'm able to, get my ear situation so I can get back in the pool and swim like a normal swimmer, thrash around, I should say. But again, it's that adjustment, being able to make the adjustment and maintain. My weight was 184 and a half, so I'm 2.5 pounds off goal.
Off of fighting weight.
Yeah.
But we're getting into summer where usually you do trim down with all the mowing the lawn and sweating and all that. Okay, so the next thing that we'll talk about is positive changes that you want to make moving forward. So moving into the summer, what wellness routines or habits or foods do you want to bring in?
That's sort of a tough one. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. I guess I'd like to just continue what I'm doing, know that what I'm doing is plenty, and really just focus on sticking with the things that I really enjoy and speaking up for myself. And we were talking about this earlier, and just not continuing to do what I used to do back when I was working, was continue to just say yes, okay, fine, and really stick with the things at this point in my life that are good for me and my family and that I enjoy.
As you've heard many times before, 3 things a day is what I like to do. Be that, what is it, golf, swim, work out, lawn, shop. What I miss, I don't know. But continue to do those. And then on top of that, like yesterday was wash the 10 pounds of pollen off the porch. Today is to trim off the bushes that are impeding on the railing. So, do the 3 things, but then do something to make this place just that much better. And again, I'm out there weeding. I'll pull weeds every day instead of going to see the psychiatrist, and that has worked very well. But again, it's just, we are at a frenetic pace. We really are. So, to say, oh, we do this, oh, we should add, running. No, we're not. We do enough. Our level is good.
Any struggles that you guys have encountered that you seek any guidance on?
Not particularly. Probably still, believe it or not, people still ask about our lifestyle and our diet. And it's fascinating to me, and they'll say things like, yeah, maybe I should do that. I might go gluten-free instead. It's still amazing to me, but happy to talk to anybody who is interested in doing it.
You know what you're really good at, and I think you carry yourself with such poise and grace, is when other people talk about, they project their whatever about what they do or don't do, or what they approve of, don't approve of. You just say, okay.
Yeah.
Like, sure, that's what you do. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And not, we don't preach, we don't debate. Different strokes, different folks. You do that, I do this. I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
And I tend, as you well know, let these people amuse themselves, because they basically paint themselves into a corner. They're trying to be an expert in something they have no knowledge of. Where do you get your protein? My was, okay, well, how much protein do you need? They don't know.
Exactly.
I know how much protein I need. I don't look at that as a struggle. I look at that as more amusement than anything else.
Can I say one funny line that I just heard lately, and I'm sure you've heard it before? Hospitals are not filled with patients that have protein deficiencies.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to add?
No, we're doing good.
There was a guy I saw on TV last night. He was having his plasma exchange, and they were talking about people living to 150 years old, and this crazy science, whatever. But he preempted that by saying the 3 most important things for a long life is sleep, exercise, and diet. Here we are. When that sun goes down, we're gone.
All right. Well, if you made it to this point in the video, I would like you to comment happy summer, because we're very happy it's summer. I love you, honeys. We'll see you in my next video.